Welcome to DentonRadio.com, powered in part by Classic of Denton.
I lost everything. What I'm going through is not for me. It's just to help the next kid that's in my shoe that might bounce around from team to team. Just to let them know, don't give up. Continue to keep pushing forward. That's not how hard you can get hit. That's how hard you can take a hit and keep moving. Anything worth having is worth fighting for. Just worry about what God told you. I know what God told me in my career, and I'm sticking to it. You might have a million no's, but that one yes can lead you to the promised land.
Hey guys, thanks very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. We are live at DentonRadio.com with the man, the producer, the director, the guy that made it all happen. We are live with
Derwin Graham.
Well, thank you very much for being in the studio today, man. Really do appreciate it. Thin Line is right around the corner. We are super stoked, and so we've been getting the opportunity to sit down with several folks. We had Jesse Fry just a little while ago, and now we've got you, and we've had a few other filmmakers and all that good stuff. So it's just been awesome getting to meet all you guys and to talk about the projects that are coming. So tell us a little bit about the film and what people can expect when they go see it.
Well, the film is about a former college star, football star, and his pursuit of trying to stick with a football team in the NFL. Now, he was a real stud in high school and college, and he was all those accolades that you would expect a superstar to have. So, of course, naturally, he just automatically thought that the NFL was just a guaranteed route.
Right.
Upon being drafted, realizing his dream of getting drafted in the NFL, he ran into some problems with learning and being able to stick with a playbook. So upon learning that he had a learning disability, ADHD, that kept him from effectively learning the playbook, it was just a whole learning curve for him. So it was just a personal story about him trying to overcome this newfound trial and to still realize his dream of being a professional football player.
Very interesting. Very interesting. So what inspired you to make this particular film?
Well, coming up, I've always known my subject. We were roommates in college,
Cool.
So I have that personal, inside look on a lot of things. So just seeing him come up after being drafted and stuff, just seeing the problems that he was going through, I felt like it was just something that needed to have a story with it.
Yeah.
Something he could get his voice out there and just to show that he's still out here doing this and that he's not going to give up. And I feel like it would just been a real inspiring story for kids coming up with the same dreams and aspects.
Super cool. Now, it's a short. Anybody that doesn't know, you've got your full-length feature films and things like, and then you've also got the shorts, which Thin Line has a lot of, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So that if you've never gotten to experience a short or see it before, it's just that. It's a great film, but it's much shorter, something you can kind of test and see if this is something you're going to want to experience, all that good stuff with the film. So how long is this particular film?
The film is it's a little over 9 minutes, maybe like 9 minutes and 4 seconds, so it's not too long, but it still has everything to carry you through the whole thing and have a beginning, middle, and end. So you get everything that you would get with a feature just packed into 9 minutes. So it's pretty cool.
And that's always impressed me on great filmmakers, being able to tell this big story in such a short amount of time and the power that film can have to do that. It's so cool. It really is fantastic. I mean, I guess if you can take a big novel and break it down into 3 hours, right? Yeah. And then you can tell one of these incredible stories in 9 minutes. It's just amazing. So do we know which day it's going to be and the location, all that good stuff?
I believe it's April 20th.
Okay.
And it begins at 4 o'clock. It's part of that little short program.
Yeah.
So it'll be over here at the Movie Tavern.
Perfect. And that's what's so cool about the festival this year is Movie Tavern's in, as well as Campus Theater and several other places. So you've got art and films and things like that all over the city.
Everything just coming together.
Really
and it's
cool.
going to be real cool.
Yeah. It's super exciting. So if somebody was on the fence and they were going, okay, I kind of want to see this. I don't know. Maybe I should go to the fest. Maybe I shouldn't. How would you sell them?
I will sell them just how you would any other movie. Like, you never really just know what you want to see until you get a little preview of it, a little glimpse, and then you're like, oh, it piques your interest, so you want to just dive in more and see what it has to offer. Yeah. And I feel like this festival has a lot to offer. It has everything on every single spectrum. Yeah. So you get a little taste of everything. It's kind of like you're sampling food. Yeah. You get a little taste, and you just like, oh, I want more.
I love it.
So it has a lot to offer and a lot of great activities that not even just filmmakers, just people that are interested in films.
That's
you
cool.
can come out and just check it out, and it's really good.
Yeah. So if somebody have to be I'm sure I know the answer to this already, but does somebody have to be a sports person to appreciate your film, or is this something anybody could draw from?
Oh no, I definitely think that this is something that anybody outside of sports can be drawn to.
Yeah.
It's really an uplifting film, actually. I mean, it takes place not just specifically on the sports realm, but just life in general. If you don't know like what you want to do in life, like you have goals that you want to pursue, but stuff is just being thrown at you and you can't really achieve it. It's really just an uplifting tale to just chase your dreams pretty much, and that's something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah. Well, and we got to talk a little bit before we got started because it was about, you know, chasing the dream and going after it, but doing it in a way that is the smartest path, having some backup plans, some things like that, so that you can pursue it in a positive way. Rather than if I don't get this exact thing, then the whole thing's going to fall apart.
Yeah, just putting your eggs all into one basket,
right.
Definitely. So that was definitely the point of the story, just to have options while still chasing your main dream, not just focusing on one aspect of your life, but being a well-rounded person to where if one thing doesn't work out, you have your backup plan.
Well, I think that's such an interesting and important way to tell a story because, I mean, a lot of great inspirational movies out there that are all wonderful, but we never really hear that part, right? It's like, you know, Rocky's got to knock him out or there's nothing left, right? Right? Although Rocky, they kind of got into that eventually, but you know what I mean. I just think that's a really, really important part of the conversation. Not that you don't want to go for the goals or anything like that, but I think it's so cool to get to see the whole story and to see the whole story in 9 minutes. Like, I'm really impressed by that. That's super, super cool. Anybody that hasn't been that hasn't seen any of our previous interviews, got to tell you, Thin Line is free. There's some amazing films, some amazing music, some just mind-blowing photography, and it's all free. You need to reserve your space at thinline.us, and that's all you got to do. You just got to reserve the space, and then the festival is totally free to you. You can enjoy all of it, all across the whole town.
For the free.
It's super, super cool. It just blows my mind that they're doing that. It's really, really cool. So, all right, anything else we need to know about this film before we go see it?
Be prepared to bring some tissues. Towards the end, it's a real powerful scene with him and his pastor, and I think that's just a real key moment that people that've seen the film already, they found that to be very powerful, and they can relate to it because it's just a real heart-touching moment. Yeah. So it's definitely, it has some parts that might make you tear up. So
I love that.
Be geared up for it, but it's
cool.
Real powerful, and I loved it.
Well, man, congratulations. I've been hearing nothing but great things about the film.
Thank you. I
appreciate it. The trailer looks awesome. I can't wait to go see it myself. It's going to be really, really cool. Again, which day was it?
It's April 20th at 4 p.m. at the Movie Tavern.
Awesome. April 20th, 4 p.m. at the Movie Tavern. Guys, don't miss it. Make sure you reserve your space for Thin Line. Again, go to thinline.us and save your spot because it's gonna fill up quick. Thank you very, very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Well, guys, we're going to jump back into the music. Stay tuned to DentonRadio.com for all your music and entertainment. We're going to keep bringing you more and more and more updates on Thin Line. Guys, make sure you go see this film. This is a can't-miss deal. Thanks very much for being here, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll see you at Thin Line. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out DentonRadio.com for new Denton artists and where they're playing next. While you're surfing the internet, make sure you check out our friends Classic of Denton at classicofdenton.com.